Whichever one is going to surround Sheffield's crappy stack.
Neither of these teams will surround Sheffield's crappy stack.
Actually, we want Birmingham.
ULTI.TV.
Welcome back to ULTI.TV's coverage of Not University Mixed Nationals 2021 in collaboration with Hive Ultimate. We are here in Birmingham for a semi-final matchup between the University of Birmingham and the University of Bath. My name's Luke Burgess and I am joined, as always, at the commentary desk by Gigi Morrison. Gigi, tell us about this game.
Got UBU versus Bath. Very exciting game coming up. There should be a lot of experience brought in from both sides. Some fantastic throws, a lot of bids, and hopefully super intense.
Yep, should be a good one. As Bath will start the game on offense in the horizontal stack. Looking a little bit clustered downfield, but they do find the swings. Looking for the reset. Does eventually throw it. Gets the disc back. Now moving it to the near side. Forehand upfield. Floats it high. His body's underneath it. And Bath do come down with it, but there is some collision. A couple players on the floor. Hopefully they're all okay. So the previous game that we didn't see, Bath did manage to beat Mythico, who beat them 9-7. They looked pretty strong. Mythico looked pretty strong on stream yesterday, but so did Bath. And good work from Bath to take that game earlier today, make it to this semi-final. Winner of this, of course, will face Sheffield in the final later today. So discussion is ongoing. There was a lot of contact, so it could take a while for the players to come to a resolution on this one.
So to anyone who is less familiar with Ultimate Frisbee, we are part of a self-officiating sport. So the players themselves are the ones to decide and resolve calls.
Yep, and after that discussion, Bath do retain possession as a pick is called downfield. So play resumes. Bath go for the reset. Looking break side. Nothing there though. Has to go for the swing. Upfield now on this near sideline. Bath have transitioned to a vertical stack out of their initial horizontal look as they get closer to the end zone. Lots of break side looks from the throwers, but smart play from the receiver to tap the disc and make the next catch easier. I'm sure it was intentional. And there's a shot to the end zone. Plenty of space in that back corner. And Bath do convert their offense on the first time of asking to kick this game off 1-0.
Bath with some incredibly clinical offense, really watching the disc into their own hands and trying to make sure that the throws are appropriate for the wind. It is getting a bit blustery, so it is naturally making it a little bit harder to throw.
So Birmingham advancing to this semi-final after defeating Warwick earlier on stream. You can go back and watch that if you missed it. Either on the Hive Ultimate or ULTI.TV YouTube channels. As that high release lefty backhand break sits up in the wind and Bath come down with it. That is a difficult throw upwind. And it's wind that has just picked up since the start of that last point. Bit of a pick in the stack for that pass. Looks like the disc will stay where it is. Bath look to convert this break opportunity. And a fantastic layout grab on the far side, but it is out of bounds. And Birmingham get another opportunity. Let's put in their first offensive point. Taylor with the disc. Finds Thompson. Goes to Strange. In the middle of the field. Back to Thompson, but can't quite reach it. The disc was a bit behind. And another break opportunity for Bath. Vertical stack once again. Nice pass to the break side. Looking in field. Lots of players close to the disc. Does find some space. Another high release flick. Immediate break side option not taken. Looking in field now. Little IO break, but Edwards gets the grab, but I believe there is a foul call. So it looks like the foul is being contested. Bath will get the disc back. Not entirely sure what the stall count will be, but it was getting quite high when that disc was released. So disc is checked in, reset to the middle of the field. Cuts from the back of the stack, all marked out nicely by Birmingham. There's a backhand around break, but the wind again pushes it down. All throws to this near sideline will be pushed down by the wind. As Taylor finds Thompson. Thompson looking for Taylor in field again. Upfield to Strange. Deep shot. Just about kept up by Edwards. There was a bit of discussion, but Birmingham retain possession. Fantastic grab from Edwards. Bailey into the end zone. And Birmingham do convert. Barnett with the score. And that brings us to 1-1.
Your good patience from Birmingham. Fantastic bid from Alex Edwards. I mistakenly said in the last game that he was the captain, but captains for this team are Ethan Thompson and Rasheen Lynch. Rasheen was unfortunately one of the ones involved in the big collision, but seems to be all right. She's on the pitch now. Just having a brief discussion about what the gender call should be. They've decided that it's going to be for women.
So the ball floats out of bounds for Birmingham. Bath will opt for the brick. So nice initial set play from Bath. Will advance the disc down the field slightly and onto this near sideline. So they go for the swing, but Bailey's there. Punishes the floaty throw. As Taylor will pick up for Birmingham. Looks downfield, finds Bailey. Huge layup bid attempt. But Birmingham do convert. And just a bit too easy for Birmingham there. Punish Bath's mistake on offense and then just slot the disc straight in to take a 2-1 lead.
A beautifully slick offense. The lead throw down to Ash Taylor from Rosie Bailey was a thing of wonders. We're just getting a replay of the score there. Some fantastic play from UBU. Also, great defensive awareness. Bath just struggling to reel the disc in after what was a slightly higher than probably anticipated throw.
So big rolling pull from Birmingham to start the 4th point of this game. Hostak once again from Bath, but it was the exact same cutting patterns they brought out on the last point. And this time Birmingham are wise to it, shutting it down immediately. Birmingham now looking to convert out of their vertical stack end zone offense. Fine with the disc. Has Firth. Firth out wide to Whittle. Looking into the end zone and finds Lynch. Birmingham, 2 breaks in a row, putting their foot down, putting their mark on this game.
Yeah, UBU definitely bringing a lot of the energy, but you can probably hear through the field mic that Bath aren't letting their energy sink, because they know that as soon as their energy sinks and as soon as they keep their eye off the ball, that's when UBU will completely steamroll ahead. Bath, I think, just need to be a little bit more consistent and clear with their throwing. Just making sure that they can actually get the disc into the hands of the receiver properly. That is the way of Frisbee.
So Bath, once again on offense, looking to set up some kind of pull play, but they have to opt for the short option instead. Bit clustered offense in the middle of the field now. Lots of players all hungry for the disc for Bath. Looking in field. Finds the reset and the swing. But the breakside continuation isn't thrown. Bath have to retreat briefly. Now they find the upfield shot into the middle. Foul call off the disc as one of the Bath players tries to cut up line, draws contact with Turner for Birmingham. So finds the reset. Bath trying to generate some options. There's a nice upfield option. Back into the middle of the field. It goes high and brought down by Edwards. Birmingham now, another break chance opportunity. There's the deep shot. Immediately for Birmingham. Barnett's Harms is under it. Edwards now, just a few meters away. Finds Bayliss. There's the shot to the end zone. Lynch will tow it in. And Birmingham get yet another break to take the score to 4-1.
For the former part of that point, Bath were definitely looking a lot smoother, a lot more in their groove, but just one errant shot that floated a bit too high and found the hands of an UBU defender was enough for UBU to generate the momentum to pop in that next point. Bath now maybe having to reconsider some of their strategies.
So Birmingham on defense once again. Decent pull. Bath really need to convert their offense now. Stop Birmingham pulling away. There's the deep shot. Has the receiver in space. Bit of a gratuitous bid into the back of the receiver, but Bath do bring it down. And that's exactly what they needed after the run of breaks from Birmingham.
A very confident shot into the end zone. I'm just getting a second look at that. All the way down the pitch into the end zone with, as Luke said, a slightly gratuitous bid. Maybe not too necessary. But the team's taking a timeout. Remember, if you're enjoying the streams, either on ULTI.TV or on Hive Ultimate, please do remember to subscribe so you can keep up to date with anything that we're doing, and follow us on Instagram. Find us on Patreon as well, particularly for ULTI.TV. We've got a lot of projects coming up that would really, really appreciate your support. So we've got UKU Nationals coming up next weekend. We've got Basel Open, and fingers crossed we'll be involved with XECF, which is coming up in a couple months' time.
So we are back underway after that timeout call. It's been a little while since Birmingham have had to play on offense from the start. Let's see what they've got. Cut from the back of the stack. Went under and then deep, but a heads-up defender from Bath switched onto it off the back. And the throw from Birmingham was not quite close enough. So good opportunity for Bath now. They are down 2 points. They could really do with this break. So cuts from the back of the stack also from Bath. Disc goes too high. And Birmingham get the disc back. Look for the give and go. Edwards still hanging onto the disc. Tried to find Bailey. But the disc just drops. And another break chance for Bath. Nice cut from this side, but potentially an injury call. Yep. So Bath substitute a player and work the disc down this near sideline. Nice swing to the middle and break side continuation, but can't quite reel it in. Pops out of the hand. The throw was a little bit behind the receiver. Bailey will pick up. Has Edwards. But finds Lynch out of the stack. Upfield to Turner. There is some contact in the middle of the stack though. So Turner with the disc for Birmingham. Has an option deep, chooses not to take it. Goes up line to Edwards. And then tries to go up line again, but Bath read the play. And get the disc back. Thought about the deep shot. Instead goes for the swing. Has some options downfield, but well marked out by Birmingham. Infield forehand now. Doesn't have anything downfield again. Does find that option at front of stack and a nice forehand lead pass. That's a tricky throw, especially in any amount of wind. Bath working down this near sideline now. Doesn't like the upline shot to the end zone. Goes for the swing instead, and a fantastic read from Lynch. Gets the point block. Birmingham pick up now. Go quick. Edwards. To Turner. Shoots deep. Does have a receiver there. But Whittle can't quite reel it in. Rush the throw a bit perhaps.
The sun's coming out now for the last few games of the day. It's lovely to see. It's keeping us a little bit warmer in the booth, if not blinding us at all. Quite a high disc just soaring over the Bath player. Mini collision just towards the back of the stack. You're going to have an opportunity.
So Birmingham looking to extend the lead as Edwards finds Lynch in the middle of the field. Goes wide, but the disc floats over Turner. And Bath with an opportunity. Sticking with their vertical stack. So that throw is run down nicely. The stack is too far away though. Handlers will have to work it amongst themselves for a bit. Nice break side shot. Good layout grab to keep possession alive for Bath. Goes for the reset. Did have some break side options. Didn't like the look of them though. High release forehand to the break side. Turner pulls it down for Birmingham. Edwards now. And calls a timeout. Both teams probably do need to reset themselves a bit. This point's been going on for a while, and neither team's offense is really converting.
So whilst we've got a little bit of a break, I'm just going to highlight one of the players for Bath. The player wearing number 10 currently, Kritin Kapoor, is part of the UKU Mesh project. So if you're part of UK Ultimate, you've probably seen a bunch about it on Instagram, and if you haven't, you should follow them on Instagram. So the UKU Mesh project is the Minority Ethnic Showcase project, which was set up by the UKU Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Committee, which is relatively new and set up, thankfully, to help provide a better opportunity for minority and ethnic communities to get involved with Ultimate. And that is part of what UKU Mesh is trying to do as well. That's one of their aims, is to highlight the talent amongst the existing minority and ethnic groups. They'll be having a showcase game in London, I believe towards the end of August, and they've got a fundraiser project that you should definitely support, so go find them on Instagram, UKU_Mesh, give them a follow and try and support them if you can.
Yep, it's a fantastic initiative. Do check it out, as Birmingham unable to convert after that timeout goal. Bath now also unable to convert their offense, and there's the immediate deep shot, looking for Lynch in the end zone. Can't quite run it down. Did get a hand to it, but unable to maintain control. And Bath will get another opportunity. They did start this point on defense. Now 2 points down in this game. They really need this point to keep their hopes of a spot in the final alive. As Bath go for a high swing. Pop pass into the middle. Just working between the handlers. Looking for those opportunities downfield. Deep shot. Defenders underneath it. But well read. Don't think the receiver thought the disc was actually going to land on their chest, but it did. And Birmingham now with an opportunity once again. Whittle can't find Lynch. Great layout, poach block. Good heads up defense from the Bath defender. Much shorter field to work with now. So reset, but a pick has been called in the stack before that throw. So we eventually get play restarted, and Bath immediately shoot to the end zone. And what a grab! Rises up above two Birmingham defenders, and Bath do convert the break opportunity and bring the score to 4-3.
Very confident reception of that disc, which is another way of saying you can't teach tall. But it was a good job from the Bath receiver to not get themselves in the way of the two defenders, because we've definitely had incidences of quite a lot of contact, and we get to see that again. Oh, lots of tall, but a very good catch nonetheless.
So good pull from Sari. From Bath.
Good D from Bath. Stuck on the sideline now. Moving it around wonderfully. Bath now taking a much more clinical stance in terms of their offense. Really wanting to be sure. It's been another pit call. I'm starting to see why the guys don't like pit calls.
Yes.
Looking towards the end zone. Another pick.
Just switch like once.
So very close together stack, but nothing too much being generated. Again, another tall reception before popped into the end zone to Kapoor. Bath now psyched to have evened it out to 4-4.
Yeah, Bath have woken up. They did fall 2 points down early in this game, but that is a confident comeback to tie the score at 4 apiece. We have a game on our hands. So nice pull from Bath. Ends up on the sideline. And they run it down. It's trying to trap initially, but forcing back towards the middle now. It's Birmingham swing to the far side. Whittle. Goes up line to Fine. Looking into the end zone. Reset now. Whittle. Not thrown to. Hammer into the stack. And Harms is there to receive it. The defense was not ready for that look. And Birmingham bring us to 5-4.
I don't think Harms was quite ready for that either. She just kind of jammed her hands up in the air and the disc landed perfectly there, but fantastic awareness. It looked like it was aimed for James Firth, potentially. It's very difficult to say, but UBU get the score anyway, advancing to 5-4. 2 points away from half. We've got 15 minutes of gameplay left. And it's actually quite refreshing to see within the quarterfinals and the semi-finals so far that we've had how close the scorelines are. It would be a bit of a disappointment to see a runaway game, because then you'd question whether maybe teams were misseeded. initially, and so they just kind of fell into the position of getting to a quarterfinal. But it's fantastic to see how close this is.
So vertical stack from Bath. Almost looked like Birmingham were going to surround it, but instead Bath shoots straight to the end zone, but the disc does not sit quite long enough. So Birmingham with another break opportunity to go 2 points up. Two-point leads particularly important in this format, where if the game is not tied when the hooter goes, we just play one last possession. Don't want to give your opponents opportunity to come back after time is over. As Lynch finds Harms. To Bailey. Looks upfield initially. Now wants a swing. No one's really there though. Has to go up. And great awareness from Edwards to pluck that out of the air behind the defenders. Several Birmingham players all in the same space. Bayliss finds Turner. Back to Bayliss. Looking into the end zone, but a pick is called. Play resumes. Bayliss finds the disc once again. Just working amongst themselves outside the end zone. Nice, calm, composed end zone offense, but Harms has to chase that down. Does get it in the end zone though, and Birmingham, once again, with 2 breaks in a row, brings to 6-4.
Turner is probably so thankful that Harms managed to actually reel that disc in. It looked like it was going to go a little bit too far. We just get a replay of that. Fantastic catch. The Bath defense doing really well outside of the front of the end zone to slow down the UBU offense. Not making it easy for them at all. That wasn't just a situation of an isolated player at the front popping to grab the disc or a single cut from the back to get an easy score. They definitely had to work really hard for that.
So Bath coming out with a horizontal stack. So they find a couple of undercuts to advance the disc. There's the deep shot though. And into the end zone, still alive. But Taylor does get the block. Had to get the block twice, but does bring it down. Firth with the disc now for Birmingham. Vertical stack. Cuts from the back as usual, and looks like a foul call. So Firth still with the disc. And a call off the disc. As two players run into each other briefly. So Firth, high arching forehand over to the far side to Whittle. Immediately attacks upfield and gets the disc back now. Looks deep into the end zone. Beautiful throw. Fine with the score. And Birmingham extend their lead to take half 7-4.
That was great work from Fine. A little bit of a not sure what that foul call was. I'm not sure whether that was fear, excitement, anger, pain. But regardless, he seems to be having a discussion with the Bath player, so it's no harm done. UBU now in a strong position. Strong so far as that we've got 8 minutes left, and I'm not sure whether Bath would be able to claim the 3 points back in return to bring themselves back into this game, especially with this half time. And if UBU were to actually call a timeout in the second half, then they should be able to milk the time even further. So it is looking like that we'll see Bath in the 3-4, but I could be wrong.
So the second half is underway in this semi-final matchup between Birmingham and Bath as the ball sails way out of bounds. Birmingham will brick it and set up their vertical stack offense. Birmingham have just been a bit more clinical in this first half, punishing Bath's mistakes slightly more than Bath have punished theirs. But unfortunately, Turner can't quite reel that disc in. And Bath now need to punch this in quickly. There's only 5 or so minutes left of this game. And they have 3 points to make up. That's a good start, finding the IO break up the line. Forehand in field. Nice pop pass for the pick call, or maybe a push-off foul in the stack. Good disc movement from Bath though. So whatever the call was, it's contested and the disc come back. But Bath still with an opportunity to punch this in. Hammer to the near side, plenty of space, looks at his feet and just about toes it in. Fantastic spatial awareness, great throw. And Bath do convert the first point of this half, bringing the score to 7-5.
Yeah, nice little twinkle toes. Keeping his feet into the sideline for that hammer. UBU still in high spirits and high energy. So the score is 7-5. We've got 3 minutes left gameplay. So it would take quite a lot for Bath to bring themselves back into this. They would probably have to get a Callahan and then a very speedy turnover to bring themselves back into it. So the winner of this game will be in the final, which will be at 5 p.m. GMT or DST, depending on which time zone. Yep, DST.
So Bath once again looking for a quick break. Birmingham looking to cement their lead, solidify their position in the final as they work it up that far sideline. Not too much pressure from Bath so far. There's the layout attempt and Birmingham cannot quite reel it in. Bath do get an opportunity to go 1 point closer. They will need to score this point and then get the disc back before the hooter goes in order to keep their chance alive. It's a lot to ask for. Would require scoring this possession extremely quickly and getting a very quick turnover as they work it amongst the handlers at the back. Still in their own end zone. Not many options downfield. A huge layout block off the front of the stack. And Bath can't reel in the second chance. Edwards on the end zone now. Looking backwards. Finds Taylor. Taylor looking for options in the end zone. Bit of a foul off the disc. And all Taylor needs to do now is throw the disc into the ground to end the game. The hooter has gone. Birmingham have made it to the final. There's nothing Bath can do. We will play this point out anyway, and that is that. Birmingham take the game 7-5.
Yeah, we're just confirming with the players that that is indeed game. Great work from UBU, getting themselves a place in the final after what was quite a roller coaster of a game. Both teams coming out absolutely firing. Bath making a little bit of a comeback, but UBU not really letting them take it away from them, keeping up the energy. And they take the win 7-5, and we'll see them in the final against Sheffield.
So do stay tuned for that. Coming up at 5 p.m. BST. Before then, we have 2 more games. We have the 3-4 and the 9-10. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you shortly.
ULTI.TV.